You actually don't need to buy a Koenigsegg for the joy of firing up a Koenigsegg engine and just taking off and enjoying the power. Italian design, Swedish powertrain, more than a dream. A bit more subdued, a bit smaller than a Koenigsegg. Perhaps simply the optimal car.
It's a hybrid, I can tell you, but not with electric technology. Well, Primera is an Italian car manufacturer. That started with Restomods.
Exactly.
Incredibly passionate. Luca Betti, an Italian who drove rally himself. His father competed in these Lancia cars. So Luca grew up together with him and with these Lancia cars. Then it was shut down. There was a bankruptcy, I think, even. The factory. And they come from Turin and live in Turin and grew up in Turin. His father was also a very talented rally driver. Luca followed suit too. Top, super talented rally driver. And so he wanted to capitalize on Lancia. He missed that era. There was so much passion in it. As I understand the story, he gathered the team behind the factory. And pro bono, they worked for him for a year and a half, and kicked off the whole idea. Contributed all their knowledge about Lancia in order to start the Restomod. And then he made something called the K37, I think it was called. And then he has made a 38 Evo. And I think he made 37 cars of the first one, 38 of the second one, then hence the name. Sold out all of them. The market was super positive. And then I met him 2 years ago, and he told me about this car.
Yes.
And it's called the K39. What happened here was that we moved away from Restomod. The other cars used the chassis number from an old Lancia. And so you got away with homologation and such.
Was it Deltas or what kind were they? Yes.
That is exactly what we based it on. And now this one is based on the Monte Carlo. But we are not using the Monte Carlo's VIN number. Instead, it is now a completely new car, but based on the Monte Carlo. So this is more of a track car with rear-wheel drive. We should have had an 8 in this one from the start. I meet Luca Betti, hooked. I know that chant, he's also called the GT Meister, was on me many times. You have to meet Luca Betti. He's a fantastic person, you know. I thought, oh, what the hell, Restomods everywhere, you know. Then I met him on my own at Goodwood 2 years ago and just got hooked for the whole thing.
He is so passionate.
Yeah, he's so great at this stuff. He's so skilled, and I realized he's dedicated his whole life to this. And I've seen 37 to 38, so he shows me this one. And I mean, look, now it's here.
Now it's here. And the thing that might make Swedish hearts beat a little faster. Exactly. A bit bigger.
So from the beginning, it had a different 8 in it.
Yes, it was a Lambo.
Exactly, a Lambo 8 in it. And that wasn't exactly the hottest thing, maybe. Not even if it were to become a hybrid and so on. Which is a very easy path to take to get it approved and so on. And you get a lot of horsepower out of it. But along the way, nothing I want to take credit for. But of course, I am very close with Koenigsegg. So they finally met up, and I got a really good feeling about it.
How?
So, yeah, but long story short, I don't want to take credit for it. But of course, Christian also said, how is Luca good? We had discussions about it, what I thought. He knew that I had jumped on this 2 years ago. So before the two of them decided on that, I told Christian about this car. And what does he think about the Restomods and Kimera? So we had a discussion about the car, and I decided that I'm taking one of these. We're doing the project, we're leading it hand in hand, and then along the way, Koenigsegg happened, of course, and no one was happier than me.
I understand that.
And they came with a goal, and I think that's actually what triggers Christian. It was that Luca wants to take this car in this package to Pikes Peak and try to break the record. And Christian is working on the drivetrain, a full Jesco engine with black matter, with the electric motor that can then compensate for the altitude.
It's the whole package.
Then we're going all in, and then we'll try to break the record. And I want to support them in that. So we will be on site next year when it's time. And we'll see how we do it, but we're going to try to go for the record. That triggered Christian.
Are we driving too?
No, I'm not allowed to drive. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I think we have Sebastian Loeb who is going to drive, and I'm grateful for that.
Oh yeah.
It has a Jesco engine in it,
Jesco engine?
but just based on the Jesco engine. We've scaled down the intake, we have smaller turbos, and it delivers sub 1,000 horsepower instead of the 1,600 in my Jesco. So it's adapted for this engine or for this car.
Yes, exactly.
So now it's something else. When he presented this at Villa d'Este, I was there together with Christian and Luca. And Chant, for that matter, was there too, actually.
So 2 of these cars are coming to Sweden, right? Yes.
There will.
The High Peaks version, or?
Yeah, I don't really know how that version will turn out exactly. Here's the thing. This is the race version. That is the street version. What we call road legal.
With the same drivetrain?
Yes, exactly. But this one can't be made road legal. But he chose to sell 10 cars, a derivative somewhere in between.
Okay.
Where we put a Pikes Peak package on an original car.
Okay.
And he's only selling 10 of those. And I was the first to buy one, so I have number 1.
Okay. And
the problem was that when I saw this car, and I'm just looking at it, yeah, it is. So I told Luca that I have no desire to compromise. No, this doesn't look like a compromise. No. Now they are having a discussion about whether we should do something special. I don't know what they want to cook up. But since I have the first car, maybe that's why they asked me if we gave you a race car. Just like this one, the Pikes Peak. Would you want it? What am I supposed to say to that? I'm not saying no to that, of course. And since I drive on so many tracks anyway, I could have it at events. I can drive on tracks. I can have it at Ascari. So, of course, that would be really fun. So we'll see what comes of it. But it's actually not set in stone what this derivative will be in between here. So Sean is also taking one of these 10 cars. Exactly. So if it becomes an add-on package, and in my case, whether it becomes a race car or not, the future will tell, but it will probably be clear within a month.
And it will also be with this Martini.
This is the spec I have. So this spec is what it will be, regardless of what happens. So I have locked in this spec as the first car.
Nice.
Joining me here in the studio today is my guest, Sean Markov.
How is it with weight and things like that? Is it easier to drive than a Koenigsegg? If you were to guess how this one will be to drive? It looks smaller after all.
Yes.
It is narrower.
It depends on what I'm comparing it to. This is a race car after all.
Yes.
It's a street car.
We take this one then?
If we take this one, then it's hard to say if they can manage to go as hard to the wall as Koenigsegg does with all the details. I don't dare to answer that. No.
No.
We'll see that too when it comes out. But it does have the potential to be very agile. It will be lighter, we know that.
Narrower? Yes.
Narrower, and above all, quite a bit lighter.
A lot, yes.
So hard to say. Potential, yes.
But it's not a budget Koenigsegg, is it?
No, it won't be that anyway. I wouldn't say that. The engine won't be exactly the same. But sure, this one is cheaper. I think that this one, in this configuration, he's making 29 of this one, 10 derivatives.
Okay. What does one of these cost then, roughly?
The total count has now reached 1.7 million, which is a significant figure.
Euros.
1.7 million euros, I would say. 1.76 is...
Is that half the price compared to a Koenigsegg? Yes.
It is indeed.
Yes, hello there.
Then.
Hi.
How are you? Good. You right now.
Yes.
So this is Jean-Marco.
Hey guys.
He's probably has a title, but I will say that he is involved in everything. So except Luca Betti, who is the founder and the owner, he needed a sidekick. So if Batman has a Robin, I would say this is the guy.
I'm Robin.
Yeah, you are Robin for sure.
Perfect.
So I don't know, title is even necessary. I mean, you do everything.
The official one is media and events manager. But,
okay.
You know, sometimes I do
Sales.
this, sometimes I do that. Yeah. Depends.
Sometimes, yeah, in the production as well, in the Torino.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, you're everywhere.
Behind the wheel sometimes.
Yeah.
That's kind of the best thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
For sure, yeah.
But amazing cars.
Thank you very much. We're happy to be here for the second time in a row. And last year we were here with the Evo 37 and Evo 38 prototype. This year we're here with the K39 prototype and the K39 Pikes Peak. And we're very happy to have these guys with us.
Yes. So what does it mean to have a Koenigsegg drivetrain?
Well, you know, it was really kind of a friends finding a common dream and a common idea. It was Luca and Christian that aligned on their dreams, on their vision, and this is the result. You know, it's not really a business to business partnership. I think.
No, it was out of pure passion for sure.
It's really
They shared some same idea. I just told them up to triggered. I think Christian got very triggered about the Pikes Peak record.
I think so as well.
And Luca was always a big fan of Christian and Koenigsegg. Even before this idea, he was very impressed. So I think they found each other, I would say.
Exactly, and we're mixing Swedish engineering and Italian charm and Italian racing. So I mean,
there's no Swedish charm?
But there is. Look at this guy; he's very charming.
No, but I agree with you.
It's a great combo.
Yeah, I think that's the right word to describe their relationship. Actually, it doesn't feel so business-wise, even when they speak or.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's more like, yeah, let's do it like this, you know.
Exactly, and they did it.
Yeah, and they did it.
Yeah. This brand is becoming more famous now with Koenigsegg.
It is. We've had a great push, obviously, with the unveiling of this car.
Yes.
Everybody was shocked that we got a power supplier that is not Italian first.
Yes.
Because that's something that we've always had. You know, our engines have always been Italian, and it's the first time that the guys at Koenigsegg give out their engines to another manufacturer, and we're so happy to have this chance. Yeah, we are way more popular now.
Yeah, shit.
Obviously in Sweden, a lot more popular, but also thanks to him and to Chant and other guys.
Yeah, of course.
But did someone in Italy say, "Oh, you don't have an Italian engine"? Were they disappointed some way?
Well, you know, when you have people who appreciate you, you also have people who hate you. That's always true. But thankfully, we only have a few, and sometimes they really don't know much about cars, and I think that explains a lot.
And I think also Koenigsegg came so far, so it will be difficult to say, "Oh, that's a bad option." I don't know.
I mean,
I don't hear it.
We only hear the engines, I think. So, you know.
Yeah. So what is your dream now as a company?
You know, our dream is to go to Pikes Peak. Hopefully, we would love to have the record back and to get it back from electric cars. With this ICE-powered car, we're going to study the best solution with Christian to do that. But then later on, we want to come back to racing. Luke has always been a motorsport guy. He's done rallying for 15 years. Now we want to go back to motorsport as soon as we can. That's our vision in the next few years.
To go racing as well?
Yes. And that will be very cool. We have that in the scope. Right now we're focusing on producing these cars and racing at Pikes Peak, but then who knows? We have
but they have they have so strong heritage. I mean, Luca's father raced the Lancias. He raced, so that's in the blood. So I really support that. You know, I really hope they go for that way, because if they do well in racing, the rest will solve itself also, you know.
Absolutely.
And there will be another kind of passion.
Absolutely.
And you're stepping away from the rest of the sort of.
We are. I mean, you can see that the cars are always inspired by Italian heritage.
Yes.
So the 80s sports cars that were competing in the Campionato Sport Prototipi, for example, but we're stepping away from rallying, but always staying in the motorsport area. It's not a restaurant anymore, but it has a lot of that feel, that vintage feel that we all like and we all love, and that rawness. You know, when you drive it, it's very raw, it's very direct, and that's what people want, really.
Yeah. But from the beginning, it's from the Monte Carlo, yeah.
Well, this car not anymore.
No.
This car doesn't start with a Monte Carlo shell.
No, it's not shit, but it came the lines
absolutely
from the beginning. I mean, you put it next to it, you will see where it came from, the heritage.
The Group 5 cars from the Italian heritage of the 80s look like this. They have this shape. You can find some little details that remind you of those cars. So yeah, that's the inspiration that we have.
So were the 80s the glory time of motorsport?
Yeah, I think it was the pinnacle, you know, that time.
Probably because of all the regulations and all the things. But we also have an area of high peak now, because we have Kimera, we have Koenigsegg. They were not around in the 80s.
They were not.
So
so
it's another kind of peak, I think.
Yeah,
it is.
I agree.
We do Pikes Peak. Oof, we will be on the peak.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yes,
for sure.
For sure, man.
So I say just good luck.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Would like to add?
I would love to say thank you to Sweden, to Swedish people for coming out here and visiting us today and this weekend at the Aurora. Thank you to Ronnie. Thank you to Chant and everybody who's been helping us. Sweden has been a great country for us. We've been always the most welcome here. So really, thank you guys.
So I think also the whole car enthusiast community thanks you for bringing back those cars that look like the 80s and have the new technology. That might be the best.
It's absolutely our pleasure.
Yeah.
Super. Thank you. Take care, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Ciao, man.
It's Ronnie.
Thank you. Good?
Perfect.